Hello and welcome to Generation 16, the series that showcases the history of Sega's Mega Drive. I'm Greg Stewart. I've been covering games for 20 years now. I co-founded Gaming Age and was the reviews editor for Electronic Gaming Monthly, and co-founder of the Player One podcast, one of the longest-running gaming podcasts around. Join me while I recap the history of Sega's 16-bit powerhouse game by game. On Generation 16, I focus on the interesting stories behind each title, big hardware launches by Sega and its competitors, and key news stories that shaped the console wars in the early 90s. Sega went from underdog to market leader and back again, and on Generation 16, we explore how. So here's the deal. Tonight was supposed to be Blade Runner. And I don't know if anybody knows or not, Blade Runner is real hard to get running on a Windows 10 machine. There's a lot of different hoops you have to jump through. ScumVM supports it now, but I think it's still in the beta phase, and I just couldn't get that to run. I did, however, get it to run using an older process, but I can't get OBS to actually see the game at all. I just can't get it to capture the window. So we're going to have to put Blade Runner on hold. This was a last minute replacement. I figured, hey, I picked up Mario Super Picross. Let's just chill. There's a Democratic presidential nominee debate going tonight. There's the Canadian leadership debate going tonight. So let's, screen capture didn't work, Night Attack. It's weird. I've previously gotten it to work by I've recorded footage actually from one of my top 100 videos using Xbox Media Bar or whatever it's called, Game Bar. But I just couldn't get OBS to work. Anyway, Picross is not good. Anyway, let's raise some money for Extra Life. Stewart.ca or the Extra Life panel below on this channel. We have the donor request stream coming up on Saturday. In the meantime, we're just going to chill tonight. I've never really played this. I just tested it out. Friends don't let friends play Sonic 3D Blast. Okay. Let me know if the music's loud enough. Whisper tones. I'm not saying this is going to be exciting. It won't be. But it'll be relaxing. We'll just hang out. We'll see if we can put Scoop Joey to sleep. We're not going to do the tutorial. I'll play Sonic 3D Blast. I've played it before. No, I don't want a hint. Oh, I already screwed up. Look at that. Oh, I screwed up again. Not paying very close attention right now. So, okay, Gaijin, I'll explain what I'm doing next time. This is apparently, I don't know if this is the first game that Jupiter did like this. Yeah, it starts out tiny. Okay, so I'll explain how this works. Hopefully it'll make a lot of sense. Although this does have a time limit. So basically, we got a grid here, 5x5, and those numbers on the left-hand side show how many and in what kind of groups those grid pieces should be colored in. So I know that there's a single black piece along this row, and I know there's at least one double, like 1, 2, or here there's 3. So by process of elimination, basically you figure out like here, for example, 3 of these side by side need to be filled in on this column. You don't necessarily know which 3 of those are, but you know that based on the math of it, this is a 5 grid column. So you know the middle one has to be one of those pieces. So now I also know that this is 1 and 2, so I know that the one next to that has to be, oh, I can mark that out. Look at that. So I know that I figured that out. So I know that out of these 3, this is a 2, so this middle one has to be as well. Also in this row of 5, all 5 of them need to be chipped out off because that's just the way it works, the math of it. And that's Picross. That's the way it works. Now, in later games, the games I play now, see how I colored this red because I know that I've got that, and now you know I've got this? The game will do that for you automatically nowadays. No, nobody told me to replay this. I explained earlier, Blade Runner's not going to work. Oh, Mary's Picross on Game Boy. Right on. So I had it backwards then. The Game Boy one was... Now, of course, you get up to like 20 by 20s and things like that. We're on the really small ones right here. So even go a little faster here. And of course, you're marking X's where you know nothing can be. There you go. Are we spelling Mario or something here? Is that what's going on? I assume these are all letters or sounds. It is, Jessica. At least it's jaunty. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Oop. Oh man, 15 by 20 maps are the best. I can't believe there's so many viewers watching Mario Picross. That's pretty... It's not what I expected at all. But I'm happy. There we go. We're getting into bigger grids now. All right. Oops, screwed that up. Trying to go too fast. I love Picross. Bum, 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 bum. There you go. Yeah, well, the name of the game is Mario No Super Picross, right? So that's probably what we're spelling here. So I'm assuming the next one will be cross or something like that. Bum, bum, bum. bum, 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 bum. Is anyone following what I'm doing here? I loved 3D Picross. I would love to see another 3D Picross. Aw, thanks, GT Rat. Oop, wrong one. Wrong one again. Idiot. You run out of time fast in this game. By sucking. Alright, what'd I get wrong here? 3, 4, 2. Do I not have them all? Oh, right there. Mathman, get some Picross. You know you want to. This music is not changing. Any of the games on Switch, because they've got so many different tutorial and help features that you can turn on and off really easily. Yeah, any of the ones on Switch are great. Or if you have a 3DS, any of the 3DS ones are fantastic. I wouldn't go for Picto Quest or whatever it's called. It's good. It's not really newbie friendly. Oh my god, I keep not getting the controller where I want it to be. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, any Jupiter Picross game on the Switch. Agreed. Oops. Wrong button. It's so weird to play this with the Super Nintendo controller, I have to say. It's really throwing me for a loop. See, I did it again. Oh, don't get the one with the cute animal girl walrus. God. Yeah, now Phil mentioned that in the last episode. Yeah, get a Jupiter game. One of the games made by Jupiter. Picross S or the ones on the 3DS. Okay, so that was that. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 1. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Whatever that is. Wario's involved in here somehow. It's a sailboat. You stupid bastard. It's not a sailboat, it's a schooner. That's a great movie. Did it say sailboat or schooner? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Ba-dum, boom, boom, boom. I did, Vanna. Every single time one comes out, I'd say cumulatively, my Switch has been used to play Picross more than anything else. Except maybe Zelda, and that's only because Zelda took that long to finish. But I don't know, I'd have to check now, actually. That'd be interesting. I should look that up. Alright, last one in level 1. Hopefully they change the music in the next round. Definitely get spoiled by playing the newer ones and then going back to this. Not that this is bad, but it's just not nearly as user-friendly. Okay, what have I still got to do here? There we go. That would mean I'd have to go find the start menu. We'll see what happens in round 2. Oh, that was animated. I didn't even notice. Congratulations. Level 1 something something. No, I get it, Joey. I was kidding. That music changed. There he is. Let's see what Wario's got to say. Anybody getting this? I'm a gonna ween. If I remember correctly, these are just like ridiculous. Yeah, look. What does that say? Oh, this one actually looks more... Oops. Joey did request that. Not at all, Namava. I'd say you're extra Seward at that point. Only if you also pee on a cross. Oh, I get it. Glad I got to say that out loud. Was that fish? No. Oh, the music changed a lot. Sounds like the sound effects are going weird on me. Does anyone else hear that? Or am I just going crazy? Which is definitely a chance of that. Oh, are they? See, this is the information I would never really get. Perils of playing a Japanese game when you can't read Japanese. You're probably right, Namava. I hope there's someone in the house with me. My kids are here. Okay. Pretty proud of myself for these so far. It's a lot of ones. Namiva, that's the plan, but I haven't scheduled one just because I'm not 100% sure when I'll be getting it. I pre-ordered mine from Walmart and almost immediately got a message from Walmart saying we're out of stock, so don't really know what's going on yet. What am I missing? Screwed something up somewhere. One, two, three, four, wow, I really screwed that. Wait, what? Oh, it didn't, right, because his don't add time when you screw them up. Oh. There we go. Thanks, Jessica. I have barely touched the Super Nintendo Mini. Never bothered to add games to it or anything. Hey, it's a Dreamcast symbol. So yeah, his Wario's stages don't tell you when you make a mistake. Yeah, I saw Parrish said that. Don't stare at it for too long. Nope, didn't know that one. Okay, I screwed this up again. Alright, what'd I screw up? 4, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 1, and 1. 3 and 1. Scary how fast you guys pick up on this. Column 5? This would be column 5. Look at that. Right, it has to be this. Which has to be that. There we go. It's Bonanza Brother. Finding other people's mistakes. I'm sure that I'm sure your friends love that. Not so good in relationships. I love everything about that sentence. I'm gonna slow down and try not to speed through these as much. It's probably a little both, Nemeva. I feel the same. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry, just reading the chat. Two, three. Yeah, Math Man. It's that kind of highlight is manual in this game. The newer games, of course, all actually do highlight the clue when you complete it, or actually they fade it out when you've completed it, and you can set it also to highlight when it's possible to put any new or to color in any new grid piece if you want to use that as an assist. Ooh, we're getting into some 15 by 15. Wow, Wario's side gets real quick. I'm actually going to do that. Of course, I guess I should be coloring all those in, right? Mathman, I wish I did. Not nearly an important enough personality for that. This is tedious. I don't think I would do it this way. I'd rather just take my chances. Yeah, thanks. The one the other night kind of ended on a down note, but at least I know what I have to do the next time. Yeah, I'm not gonna. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was stupid. Do I have that right? 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gaijin, I love it. I love that you're getting into it. I think this is an Egyptian. It's a sphinx or something, or not a sphinx. What is it? It's Egyptian. Whatever it is, it's an Egyptian symbol. Sarcophagus. That's what I'm looking for. 3, 4. Alright, this is done. Nope. There we go. Ba, 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 ba. I was waiting for an animation. Yeah, man, Wario gets real fast. Is that what it said? Tutankhamun? Okay. Fill out a row and work from the bottom. 2, 3, 4. Nope. All these ones are a pain in the butt. And we work across again, so there's a 1 and a 1 and a 3. See, I love these ones because you can kind of build them up a little bit. Pyramid? It's not a pyramid, is it? It's too flat on the top. Well, for an Egyptian pyramid anyway, right? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Hey, Doc, I'll explain it again in a minute. Yep. In the next puzzle. Because these ones don't have a time limit. Okay. So, basically, all these numbers at the edge, so all the numbers down the left-hand side are telling you that in each one of those rows, those are the amount or amounts of grid spaces that are colored in. So in this row, there's only one grid space that's colored in. This row, there's a set of 2s, so somewhere in here that is colored in, et cetera, a 3 and a 5, a 3 and a 6, a 7 and a 3, 15, which means that every single one of these is colored in. And then the top numbers denote the amount of grid spaces that are colored in each row. So then the whole idea is that via basically math and process of elimination, you sort out which grid spaces are colored in to create a picture. So like, again, for example, I know that everyone in this row is colored in. So we'll go across here, color that in. Now, or that's a, yeah, it's down this column, I know that only 2 are colored in. So I've already got 1. The only other piece can either be this one or this one, which means that I can cancel out all of these pieces because I know for sure that there's nothing in there. Same here, this is a 3, I've got a 1, so if I go 2 in either direction, I can cancel out everything that I know for sure won't be colored in. Same here, this is a 4, so 1, 2, 3 in each direction. Now this gets a little more tricky because there's a 3 and a 1 here, so I don't really know what that could be, right? So you just sort of work through it that way, basically. So 1 and an 8, I know that the 8 is the bottom one and that most of this has to be filled in, so I can sort of, like if 8 was to start here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it would go to at least this point, which means this can't be the 1 because it's right next to it, so it has to be separated. So I know for sure that this is part of the 8. So if I go like 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I know that I've got 4 that are filled in here for sure, which means that only 4 more can be filled in here, which means I can cancel this piece out. And that's just kind of how you build it. So this is 6, so 3, 4, 5. All these are canceled out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And so on and so forth. This is a weird one because there's lots of singles, but normally you get more busy than this. And then based on what I've sorted out here, I'll go back to the rows again and figure out some more pieces. color in. So I still don't know which one of these is the one. But like for here, so I've got 4 and a 3, which means I need at least 8 spaces. And how many have I got free right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can start to fill in some of these, right? So that's where 3 would go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dash 1, 2, 3. I know for sure no matter what combination of these fill in, that these pieces have to be colored in no matter what, or chiseled or whatever. Same here. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's how it goes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We know this is the one. And then, of course, this is where things get easy. So I know for sure that nothing can go here. So I know that these have to be the 5 that are filled in. And it can get very addicting. And in more modern versions, it would tell me, like, it would normally, like, here I can manually mark out that 15 to know that I solved that row. In the modern games, it does that for you automatically. Like here's another one. So I know this is a single. I don't know where the other single is. It could be here. It could be anywhere down here. I know that the top piece is a 2. Well, if I put a 2 here, there's this extra piece here. So I know the one thing that I can, there's 2 pieces that I can sort out here, which is this has to be single. So that means that has to cancel out. This can only be a 2, which means that it won't go as high as here. So I can cancel this piece out. Same thing here. So I did this 2, right? So I know there's a 2 left. Well, can't go there, obviously, because nothing else can go here based on what I've sorted out otherwise. So it has to be these 2. And there's also a good chance, because I'm trying to go so fast, that I've screwed this up, but we'll find out in a minute. I'd say we're probably building an umbrella here. Almost done Wario's level 1. Parasol. Okay. Umbrella, like I said. Ooh, screwed that up. Although, no, I didn't really. Again, like, so it's kind of like a puzzle too, like a jigsaw puzzle, where in these games where, like, because I've been able to fill in the borders, it's easy to start counting things out. So, like, that must be an 11. So I know that this has to be the 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Animal Crossing. Well, we're going to switch back over to Mario's side here in just a minute. All right. This has been pretty successful so far. I love Picross. I can sit here and do this for hours. Need a 12-hour Picross marathon. It's not a bad idea. Probably put myself to sleep, though. What? Oh, so are we replacing Wario with... Like, what are we replacing there? That looked like Luigi in the background. Mario's side definitely seems to be the friendlier. Yeah, that's what I thought. Bum, 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 bum. I could see these getting real difficult later on, especially when you screw up like that. I just lost 2 minutes on my timer. On the Mario side, it counts down, and I made a mistake. It's penalizing me for the mistake. The next time I think would be a -4 and then a -8. So I think you're essentially allowed 3, maybe 4 mistakes if it's a really small puzzle. On the Wario side, it's not doing that, but it's also not telling you. It's actually kind of helpful to tell you when you make a mistake, because then you can fix it right away, whereas you saw on the Wario side, mistakes can just have a ripple effect. I don't normally take a guess, Mathman, although, and I think this has more to do with me not knowing all the techniques. I've definitely, in other games, gotten to the point where I felt like there was no choice but to make a guess, and I'm not sure that that's ever really the case. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I always feel like I'm doing something wrong when I do make a guess. That is Luigi, isn't it? I didn't look. Yeah, Namiva. Like I'm convinced that it's just because I didn't notice a clue. Bum 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 bum. Oh, like that. And I did again. Wow, I just didn't even notice that those other two pieces were not marked off yet for some reason. Stupid. Gaijin, I'm going faster than I should though. Remember, you want me to play this again sometime, you can request it. Math. What's more fun than math? Just about anything else. Trying to make math sound cool or something. It's what I do. This is some kind of fish, I assume. Oh, how I wish I hadn't killed that fish. Or they risk not passing. I like that. Needs 3 eyes, though. You should. Never gets old. Another fish? Is this another fish? Angelfish? That's what it was last time? Gotcha. Nice, math man. It's not a fish. Wow, guys. Still don't know what that one's gonna be. Now I do. I can't believe that we're killing an hour and a half with this. This is a good last minute change. Weirdly enough. Only level 2 though. They are getting more difficult. The 3DS and Switch versions are both great. Just make sure that you're getting the ones that are created by Jupiter, which is the Picross E and Picross S games on the various systems. You can't go wrong. And there's a whole bunch, unlike this one, there's a whole bunch of assists and there's a whole bunch of, it's much more user-friendly in general. Not that this is bad, but it's definitely don't have the creature comforts that you have with the new versions. But I highly recommend them, especially for somebody, who likes puzzles and who likes math. There are actually people like that, and you can't go wrong. This looks like a big M. Not so much anymore. Bum, 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 bum. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I get it. Ought to put. I get it. I can't do that, Emma. I'm a fan. I'm a father of 3. I'm a fan of the puns at this point. It's kind of my wheelhouse where I live. Oh, excuse me. After this, I'm going to go lay in bed and play Picross. And ladies, I'm not taken. I didn't do the bottom here at all. There you go. It is the save icon. Which gets less and less. It's so amazing. It's so amazing to me that even like my kids' generation recognize that as a save icon. They couldn't tell you what it is at this point, but they know it means save. Ah, the floppy disk. I remember having to buy a floppy disk in college and thinking, I am so advanced. It will never get more advanced than this. There you go. A jazz disc, yep. Oh, I remember my first 100 meg hard drive and thinking, well, I'll never need to buy another one. I think this is that shrine people were talking about earlier. Wow, Gaijin, that makes you old. That makes you old, like, compared to me. Eight-inch floppies. Interesting. And keeping with all that, I could sit and look at pictures of old computers because I love old computer sort of industrial design just for hours. I just finished. Is it Evan Amos? Is the guy's name who does all the who did all the photography, game console photography that you see on Wikipedia. He released a book of his photos, and I just finished going through it last night, and it's just gorgeous. Old technology, so cool. Yeah, absolutely. So Wu-Tang Clan? Is that what we're building? Idiot. Brain. Not working. Yeah, there is, Gaijin. Absolutely. And I, like I say, I can just sit and stare at, like, just browse photos of them forever. Especially because they were also things that I used to, like, we couldn't afford a computer when we didn't have a computer when I was a kid. I think a lot of people didn't have a computer when they're our age, who didn't have a computer when they were kids, and you sort of, those were the things that you lusted after. At least I did. I wanted a computer so badly. Remember my friend's dad bought a computer at one point that I still didn't have one. Although, but my other friend Dave had a Tandy 1000 with a amber monochrome monitor, and then my friend's dad bought himself an IBM PC with SVGA, and they had King's Quest V. And it was just like, which we'll play coming up on this channel actually, and it was just like, what? How can anything look this good? All right, let's do one more of these for the night. I told you, this is relaxing, right? It's been relaxing. Just hang out and chat. Oh, a CGA monitor. I still have never found. I would love to find video of the operating system that my Tandy 1000RL had, which all ran on floppy because it didn't have a hard drive. But I couldn't. I've looked around and I've seen other people post things that were old Tandy operating systems, but they don't look like what I had, and I don't have the first clue what it was. Two, one, yep. There we go. That's been Super Mario Super Picross. At least the first level and a half of Mario and level of Wario out of 7 or 8, I think. So hope you enjoyed that. It seems like we did. People stuck around a lot longer than they normally do tonight, which is fantastic. So that's going to do it for streams for the weeknights this week. That is Luigi. But remember, of course, this Saturday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 12 hours of donor request streams, your donor requests. Thank you so much for that. And, of course, the schedule is Corpse Killer, Popful Mail, Echo the Dolphin CD, Aladdin, Lunar Silver Star Story, Silent Hill, Apex, Sunset Overdrive, Persona 5, Night Trap, the new version, Golf Story, and then we'll finish it off with some Mario Kart 8. Hope to see you there. This is a good turnout. Hope we can pass that $3,000 mark, and then we'll do another 12 donor requests on another upcoming stream. In the meantime, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for the subs, donations, buying merch, cheering, all that fun stuff, sharing. Please share. I'd love to get this viewer count up even higher. We're doing great, but it'd be nice to see it start growing a little bit more. In the meantime, have a great Thursday night. Have a great Friday. Hope to see you on Saturday. And if not, have a wonderful weekend. Good night.